Zeus is to blame. He deals to each and every laborer on this earth whatever doom he pleases. Now, heroes typically don't jump in with this kind of fatalistic talk. Yes, indeed, it's true, the gods are busy, the gods are active, the gods are engaged in the world, but they don't typically blame the gods for all the things that go on in the world. When they reference that kind of aspect of things, it'll be something else is going on in a hero's mind. And if some nasty stuff is happening right in a hero's face, a hero doesn't say, oh, there's nothing I can do, and just step back and say, the gods must be in control of it, so instead I'm going to sit back powerless and withdraw. They don't take divine involvement in the world as a way to sit back and exonerate themselves from action that they're responsible for taking. Heroes always jump in and try to take action as best they can. There is a kind of double determination that's at work in the Homeric world. There's a certain kind of determinism. If Zeus declares something, yes, indeed, it's going to happen. If the gods are involved in it, well, they're much stronger than we mortals, so they're going to kind of make stuff happen. But that determinism doesn't turn into a kind of fatalism, at least in the hero's minds. Fatalism is a discussion of the weak, and in this case Telemachus is expressing that weakness, whereas what a hero does is step up and say, yes, great things happen by the gods, and now, gods, use my hands as instruments to execute your will and the fate of what's about to happen. The heroes assume that they are powerful cogs in the machineries of fate, and their hands are what's going to bring the fated outcome to fruition. They need to be involved, they need to be engaged. The more engaged, the more heroic. The less engaged, the less heroic. So Telemachus is giving us a side on the less heroic version of this here. As if we needed more proof on this, we'll see lots of examples when we come to Odysseus of him acting in this kind of a way. But take a look at the very beginning of the epic on page 78 in Fagles' translation. Within the first 100 lines, Zeus himself chimes in on this particular issue and says, ah, how shameless the way these mortals blame the gods. From us alone, they say, come all their miseries. Yes, but they themselves, with their own reckless ways, compound their pains beyond their proper share. So Zeus is saying, you human beings, sure, we're in charge of stuff, we run stuff, but you have to stop being reckless, and you've got to get engaged and take care of business yourself. Don't just sit back and blame us for all the bad things that happen. Now, when Telemachus needs to make this turn from the kind of a person that sits back and lets bad things happen and feels bad for himself to the kind of person more like Odysseus who takes action and gets things done, he's going to need some guidance. He's going to need some help. The help Telemachus is going to get is going to come in this figure of Athena, disguised usually as mentor when she's the senior person helping Telemachus around.